Welcome back to Google Class. Today I am going to discuss with Indian Penal Code. This video also continuous videos. Earlier class we discussed regarding about dowry definitions. Okay, 304B of IPC sections. Okay. Now let's see proximity test. What is the meaning of proximity test? Here the expression soon before her death used in section 304 of IPC and section 113B of the Evidence Act is present with the idea of proximity test, though the language used soon before her death. No definite period has been enacted and the expression soon before her death has not been defined with in both the enactments. Accordingly, the determination of the period which can come with the term soon before her death is to be determined by the courts depending upon the facts and circumstances of each case. However, the said expression would normally imply that the interval should not be much between the concerned cruelty or harassment and the death in question. In other words, there must be existence of a proximate proximate and live link between the effect of cruelty based on dowry demand and the concerned death. If the alleged incident of cruelty is remote in time and has become stale enough not to disturb the mental equilibrium of the woman concerned, it would be of no consequence. The section was not attracted where there had been no harassment for about 15 months prior to the occurrence, where the wife was persistently subjected to cruelty and harassment by the husband and other-in-laws for gold ornaments, and the last such torture was practiced 15 days before the occurrence. The court said that the requirement of soon before was very well satisfied. The import of this expression was examined by the Orissa High Court. Okay, Orissa High Court, in a case in which there was a history of beating the wife up for dowry, but the couple reconciled and resumed joint life. The wife joined her husband after a long stay with her parents. The husband left her back with her parents and after a fortnight took her away. Within 2 days thereafter, her parents were informed of her death. During the fortnight, she had not made any complaint to her parents about dowry or torture. The court held that the section was not attracted because there was no cruelty or harassment soon before her death. The court compared section 304B with section 113B of the Evidence Act 1872, where also the words soon before occur, and said a co-joint reading of section 113B of the Act and section 304B of IPC shows that there must be material to show that soon before her death the victim was subjected to cruelty or harassment. Prosecution has to rule out the possibility of natural or accidental death so as to bring it within the purview of the death occurring otherwise than in normal circumstances. The determination of the period which can come within the term soon before is left to be determined by the courts depending upon facts and circumstances of each case. Suffice, however, To indicate that expression soon before would normally imply that the interval should not be much between the concerned cruelty or harassment and the death in question. There must be existence of proximate and live link between the effect of cruelty based on dowry demand and the concerned death. If the alleged incident of cruelty is remote in time and has become stale enough not to disturb mental equilibrium the woman concerned, it would be of no consequence. Thus, the cruelty, harassment, and demand of dowry should not be so ancient, whereafter the couple and the family members have lived happily, and that it would result in abuse of said protection. Such demand or harassment may not strictly and squarely fail within the scope of these provisions unless definite evidence was laid to show to the country. So these matters of course will have to be examined on the facts and circumstances of a given case. Okay, this is what saying. And another thing, the court compared the present section with the 498A. Okay, section 498A. 498A is cruelty. Consequence of cruelty which are likely to drive a woman to commit suicide or to cause grave injury or danger to life, limb or health, whether mental or physical, of the woman is required to be established in order to bring home the application section 498A IPC. Okay, cruelty has been defined in the explanation for the purpose of 498A, and substantive section 498A IPC and presumptive section 113A of the Evidence Act have been inserted in the respective status by Criminal Law Amendment Act, Second Amendment Act 1983. It is to be noted that section 304B and 498A IPC cannot be held to be mutually exclusive. These provisions deal with two distinct offences. It is true that cruelty is common essential to both the sections and that has to be proved. The explanation section 498A gives the meaning of cruelty. In section 304B there is no such explanation about the meaning of cruelty. But having regard to common background to these offences, it has to be taken that meaning of cruelty or harassment is the same prescribed in the explanation to section 498A, under which cruelty by itself amounts to an offence. Under section 304B, it is dowry death that is punishable, and such death should have occurred within 7 years of marriage. No such period is mentioned in section 498A. A person charged and acquitted under section 304B can be convicted under section 498A without the charge being there. If such a case is made out, if the case is established, there can be a conviction under both the sections. Section 498A IPC and section 113A of the Evidence Act include in their amplitude past event of cruelty. Okay, a period of operation of section 113A of Evidence Act is 7 years. Presumption arises when a woman committed suicide within a period of 7 years from the date of marriage. Okay, this is what saying section 498A, the meaning of cruelty. Okay, and following in this, Nand Kishore vs. State of Maharashtra case also held that all the ingredients of this section must exist conjunctively there must be nexus between the cruelty and harassment to raise the presumption of dowry death under section 113B of the Evidence Act. Okay. And another thing, the Supreme Court again explained the expression soon before death. The leading case, Hansraj versus State of Punjab. Hansraj, H-A-N-S, Hansraj, R-A-J, Hansraj versus State of Punjab. There should have been continuous cruelty connected with the demand of dowry, and the same should be shown to be in existence till date when the deceased met her parents 2 days before her death. In this case, there was no intervening circumstance. Intervening circumstance means any one of the persons not intervening. Okay. On record showing settlement regarding demand of dowry, the existence of harassment for dowry would be deemed to be there right up to the point of death. The accused was liable to be convicted. The meaning of the expression is to be decided by the court after analyzing facts and circumstances leading to the victim's death to see whether there is any proximate connection between the cruelty or harassment for dowry, demand and death. Okay, and then the Supreme Court held under section 2 of the Dowry Prohibition Act 1961 that an agreement for dowry is not always necessary. There was in this case a persistent demand for a TV set and a scooter. Okay, this is another example. The demand was related with marriage. It fell within the meaning of the word dowry under section 304B. Okay, the woman died self-poisoning. The evidence of her sister revealed that she had informed her about the harassment about 1.5 years before death. The court said that such harassment could not come within the words soon before death. There was no convincing evidence to prove the grave charge of dowry death. The accused persons were acquitted. A harassment shown to have taken place 8 months before the suicide was held to be not coming within the scope of the words soon before. The conviction under section 304B was set aside. Okay, set aside. The evidence showed that cruelty was there. The accused persons were not able to explain why the deceased wife committed suicide. The conviction and the sentence under section 306, that is abatement of suicide, section 498A and section 4 of the Dowry Prohibition Act 1961 was maintained. Okay, this was saying soon before soon, the proximate test was applied here. Okay students, let's see next video class and another section. Okay, meet again. Bye.